Greetings and salutations, and welcome back once again to Gettysburg. I am your host as always. Now, without further ado, let us see what the Federals have gotten up to. Oh, it's done that again. Boo! That is rather annoying. Oh well. 2 units routed, 7th Tennessee and 8th Alabama. Reinforcements have arrived, 1 unit rallied, 1 unit recovered fatigue, couple of breastworks. 82178 and 84176. So if we go to down here, 82, there we go. Kershaw is beginning to... Yikes. The 7th Tennessee, there is not much left of them. So let's have a look-see. And there's the Alabamians who also ran. As the Federals launch very much a general assault. But for now, let us kick it off with the arrival of Pickett. Get your butt marching down the Chambersburg Pike, please. The arrival of Pickett will be possibly instrumental, especially for a potential day 3. So, otherwise, as the situation continues to sort of devolve, we will continue to just withdraw as we can. Those 4 guns will limber up and fall back. Get them out of the way. So we'll start off down here naturally. What do we got? Cav. This is Carroll's brigade. So we'll continue to basically just fall back where we can. You are Mr. Barksdale. Finally get out of the way. Let's get Barksdale's lads out of the way. You are part of Seams, who will fall back as well. Who do you belong to? You belong to Benning. You are also Benning. Let's get Hood out of the way. This is Anderson. And Benning will fall back again as well. Yeah, they're gonna have to move him there. Get the guns moving. Now then, you will blast them for me. You will likewise blast them. and not do all that much, all things considered. Alright. We'll start by coming back up here with Heath's guns. Let's get you out of the way, because, well, you are in my way at the moment, so let's get you out of it. The guns that belong to Heath's division will start to zoom up via this Swaver House. These are the Washington Artillery. So let's get the Washington Artillery starting to set up nicely on the ridge. Because I am going to need that. I can tell I'm going to need the gunfire to help. You belong to McClaw's. So let's get McClaw's guns shifted. And you belong to Alexander, which you are actually going to set up here pretty soon, because you are a big important part of what needs to be done. Now, Anderson and the Robinson and the Texans will take up position there. Hood will continue to retire as necessary. You belong to Davis, so let's shift you over there. And we'll pull back the troops of Anderson. Alright, what's left of the poor 7th Tennessee will continue to retire as well. Let's get you moved. You belong to Archer as well, so let's get you out of the way. Pettigrew, you will go up there and start to rest, as will you. You belong to Brockenbauer. You belong to Davis. So they are going to stay there to help allow the continued retirement of Archer and Pettigrew and the others. Alright, Heath, you can fall back again. Now, right. Pull back. Mahone can pull back. You belong to Wilcox. Let's get you out of the way. Or at least partially, at the very least. Who do you belong to? You belong to the 3rd Corps. Let's get Anderson's wagon out of the way. You all belong to 2nd Corps. So yeah, let's get the wagons out of the way for now. And then get the guns up there. Let's see. Ooh, they really can't see all that much, can they? Unfortunately. Not a very good spot for the artillery. but needs must. They've got to sit up there. Now, Perry and the Floridians will start to take up their positions here as well. Who do you belong to Anderson? What can you... yeah, they are not very good positions for dominating any terrain, but they will do for now. Fire some long-range artillery at him just to let him know I'm still here. It's not a lot, and it's not going to do much, but anything helps. Alrighty. You belong to Anderson. Get your butts up there, please. Perrin, you belong to Pender. So you keep going that way. AP Hill, continue up there. So I'm thinking, literally, I'm going to run out of space. But that's perfectly fine with me. I'd rather run out of space than not have an... wait. Why the hell... I had no idea what I was blabbing about there. I would rather... run out of space than have too much space that he can use. In this case, he's gonna run out of space just as much as I am. Scales can fall back. Lane falls back. Thomas will fall back as well. And then this part of the headquarters, the sharpshooters, will actually continue to fall back as well. Yule will head over here. The Stonewall Brigade will fall back up to here. And now let's bring Jones back. Still sad that I got unlucky enough to lose Jones, but nothing can be done about that, unfortunately. You get out of the way. Now then, Stuart, you can come and fall back as well. As we just continue to just fall back wherever we can, as we can. If he wants to break me, he's going to have to really, really earn it. As I fall back into Herbst Woods. You can all gather there. Smith will head back up that way. Okay, Evander Law, you belong to Hayes. Who's this? This is all Iverson. Let's get Iverson falling back. You belong to Daniel. Let's get them moved. This position here with Avery is at least decent for the moment. As I said, the Federals are going to have to earn this. Okay, you belong to Daniel. Alright, Hayes. I have to keep Hayes where he is for now. Simply, same with Gordon. They can't afford to fall back at the moment. You will, though, because you are completely exhausted. Pour it into them. We'll just pour it in where we can. Even at maximum range, where it's not going to do really anything, but waste ammo in that case. You will start building breastworks there. You're all still building breastworks, that's fine with me. Any more artillery fire? No, not by the looks of it. You can fire, but you're not going to. Stuart's stuff. That's the question now. So, what does Stuart do? O'Neill. O'Neill, I'm actually gonna pull out of the line for 2 reasons. To recombine him with the rest of his brigade, for 1. And for 2, getting him to extend my flank before it gets potentially caved in. Well, hello there, boys. The cavalry are now going to have their little soiree. We'll have our cavalry having a little soiree over here. Which I'm sure him seeing the arrival of, say, that's the McIntosh and Gregg. Him seeing the arrival of Fritz Lee will certainly not help that situation. The 5th Cav and the 4th Cav. Detachment of the 5th Cav. Detachment of the 1st. Detachment of the 4th. We'll just bring up the rest of the Cav. As we basically just give them something to think about. Am I expecting to do anything magical over here? No, not really. We'll pull back from the crest. And then these guns will open fire as well. The cavalry action is not really going to do much. It's literally just a sake of doing a bit of a cavalry action. What have we lost? 17 and a half? Pretty bad. Still. Jenkins will move his cavalry this way to meet with Stuart. Grumble Jones won't arrive until 10 AM on the 3rd, as will Robertson. So we don't have to worry about them really. I think that is that. There's nothing else really that screams, you must do this, do this. I'll leave these Louisianans from Hayes there. You belong to Daniel, but you are too exhausted, so just get you out of the way. The army is just shattered from 2 days of fighting, unfortunately, so I'm gonna have to keep up some, at least pretense of strength. Still, once I'm tucked behind the ridge, my line is going to be very, very compact. Probably too compact for my own good, but we will be able to at least shoot any Federals that approach from distance with artillery. U-turn so you can build more breastworks. U-turn so you can build more breastworks. Build breastworks. And as you guessed, build breastworks. Still, if we look at the poor shape of some of my units, I mean, let's look at, for example, where is he? Not Nickel. Well, Nichols is a small brigade at this point, but let's look at Perry, the Floridians. Yeah, I mean, look at Archer's Tennessee and Brockenbauer's brigade. Less than 1,200, well, 1,200 men between the two. I mean, the 7th Tennessee has 8% of its men left, which is 22. The 77 men of the 5th Alabama Battalion. And then Brockenbauer's brigade is, well, Brockenbauer's brigade was tiny to begin with anyway, so... What I would give for the the brigade of Pickett that isn't here. Still, I think that is going to be that for the most part. Head this way, over Beaver Dam Creek. And Consuego Creek. We're not going to head quite as far as Consuego Creek. We'll head across here and then head directly to the rest of the army. Still, I'm hopeful I can at least max and max. So we'll open fire at max range if they move, which they're going to, no doubt. Ooh, before I forget him, let's get Wofford and his Georgians more in line with the rest. You go there, and you can stay there. That's perfectly fine for now. Still, hopefully, we can somewhat recover and be ready for day 3 if day 3 does occur. I'm not convinced it will at the moment because I'm pretty much set on retiring at this point. Because I would if I was Lee, I would literally just retire up the Chambersburg Pike, back to Cashtown, and then back to Chambersburg. But for now, I think that is going to be that. I'm not in the worst situation. I'm not in the greatest situation. Leaders-wise, yeah, the fact that John Jones was wounded, 2 brigadiers killed, including, unfortunately, Iverson. John Jones wounded, and he lost Adalbert Ames killed, and Colonel Tilton and Colonel Carroll's Colonels Carroll and Tilton wounded. So I have 2 dead and 1 wounded. He has 2 wounded and 1 dead. Never noticed that. Still, hopefully I can keep holding for now. Where are you? Hood. Most of Hood is pulled out of the line, except for because Robinson is pulled out. Most of Benning is out, and it's just and one of Benning, Benning and one of his regiments that's still in the line for now. Still, I am at least somewhat happy with the... Well, I'm not happy, but you know what I mean. I'm contented with the situation, even though the Federals are appearing to just be throwing their full weight against me at this point. What time is... That's not what I wanted. Smoggy... When is sunset again? 7 o'clock, so still got 5 hours. Near enough. Still, if I can hold on that long, I suspect we'll be fine. Somewhat. But for now, I thank you all for watching. That's going to be another turn done. Can they melee them? Yes, they can. Do it. Didn't do a lot, but any little bit helps. So for now, that's going to be that. So, I thank you all for watching once again, and I will see you all very, very soon. So until then, that was turn 85, and I will see you soon. So, bye-bye for now.